Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know I'm a legend. You know I'm the one, I do not come in second. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.
It's just a little hit for the summer. Big deal. Whoa, here I go. I'm jumping out of green balloon. Geronimo, man, I like big wheels, 24s, and I let the paint drip like the hose. Whoa, big cars, suicide doors, I got scores. You don't know my life is hard. Make me wake up in the morning. Chinchilla for the wizard, cause I swear to clip. Queen Latifah, Rigo, living single, but I'm busy like the club. You ain't noticed I was gone yet. Summer jets and family trips is still a could not relax. I've been gone for a minute. Told you I'd be back, just chill for a minute. Last time I checked, you was on for a minute. Miss me with that, I'll be back in a minute. With my good vibes, man, I like good times and good. Plus I got my recline and I watch it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pick up there on the run.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a first carry for their fullback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Second down at 4. They're going to look to throw, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Davis.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. That catch good for only a couple.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers, he completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Well, now a carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st down, Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll run with Davis, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
You can't block me. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 19,
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a first down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a second chance at it to try and pick up the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. Defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Davis. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 93 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Jones. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know they didn't get it, but I kind of like the call. 2nd and inches, go right to the quarterback sneak. Normally, that should be executed better, shouldn't it?
I'm going to disagree with you. I don't like the call.
You don't like that?
That's just because they didn't get it, though. Hindsight's 20/20.
20/20 and never defeated.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Nagar's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 109 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Got the first down as he gets it to the 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Rodgers. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Jones. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was a huge play on 3rd down. So now what? Do you go for it? Do you trust your offense? Or do you want to put on your defense to try and get the ball back? Me? I'm going for it right here.
Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
Well, this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because you had the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Short gain, Les.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force the incompletion there.
Here's 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.
Only religion was the moolah. Made a couple million, hallelujah. Daddy was a to you. Called a homeschooler. Never did homework. I was going home with the work, no tutor. Used to have enough. Grew up with the hustlers and the killers. Now I'm kicking it with Puffy in the villa. Chillin'. Click full of zombies like Thriller. Got real. About to get real. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Duh. I ain't trying to make a living. I'm out here trying to make a killer. Stack a couple million to the ceiling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling.
Know I'ma feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling.
Hey, Belly, them ready? Yeah.
When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's
Them
just
gyal
how
a
I'm feeling.
red eye, never make right. Me, they are suffer life, them a get by. Never bow for the fame, heads high. Never come so all them a see a tail light. Been a real from the ghetto. I ain't never gon' switch, that's facts though. Can't get me out like stain. I'ma grow tough, I'ma know pain. Haters talk with a bad tongue. Can't break me, twiddle be so dumb. I'ma be a giant P5 from doing it so big like Drake, I'm on one. My big box got me feeling so bossy like Lauren Hill. Me, I kill them softly. This a girl rather fi be cold than naughty. Cause if my too loyal, then it's gon' cost me. And that's just how I feel. Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling.
That's how I feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. Big boss, I'm a big boss. Up north, brick ross. I got the pump that'll make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. I got the pump that make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Bet against me, that's a big law. You about to find out what cow. I find and I get loud. Lift off. It ain't nothing to cut the off. Stop frying, don't let it get soft. Covered in yo. Wonder why I got the whole road to soft. That's just how I'm feeling. Dog, that's just how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling.
Who you a fool for this?
Murder on the beat, so it's not nice.
Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, on never rest. Down said hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess. 50-yard TD, we do any catch. Oh no. I just made a mess. When they throw the pass, all I know is catch. I just want the bag, like a Nike check. All I know is flex. Bust the defense open, running through some. I don't know no plays on the field, I just free from. Caught it with the left, but I'm better with my right arm. When they call blitz, hit stick, don't mean no harm. Oh no, oh man, I just made a mess. When I run it, ain't no stopping, on never rest. Down said hunt, kick a punt, then I make them catch 5,000 ones in an hour, I'ma make it stretch. I just made a mess. I got cash by the bundle, so I'll never press. I just made a mess. 50-yard TD, we do any catch. Oh no.
Look, I played the game, I missed the shot, I had the answer, then forgot. I knew one day my hot finesse, finite, my not, flex, and I fell out and cut the check, my not, polize the set, but I been taking hits like I can die like any morning of the day, the dawn of the dead day, I don't see nothing but red, I gather the blankets and milk and the bread, I come from the east and I'm traveling west, got a machete, I chop it, the naked, the serpent, determined, the plot and the threats, it ain't no stopping the run, popping son of God, dropping anybody who next, I want a mansion, I got a million advances, I'm gonna stay in Atlanta, most of them move to LA and throw all of their money away and move back with their parents, I see the canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again, grabbing the stick with my hand, I drop my guts, the world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust, kicking the door when I come at the cut. Yeah. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust, do what I do and I say what I want. Well, yeah, mama, your kid in the magazine. I had a stack on my jacket at Grammy. We see the audacity. I was a bad kid, bad city. You see the duality. Who tryna battle me, huh? Hitters is after me, and I be that many. Who wanna pop me up? Fatality really is up. It's up, undoubtedly. Baby gon' touch the bucks. My salary double. Your baby daddy make me triple. I'm trouble. I get the tackle and the pick and I hustle. I had to have it, had to get in the huddle. In the gravel and rubble. Got me a second, I'm trying to be subtle. We just hacking like a dog with a muzzle. See the bagger, put him back in the puddle. We attacking, better stand back and watch him run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in the slot. Trying to bend the corner, your limbs getting. That's your partner, then your twin getting. All you wanna do is talk, I don't need talk. Thought I heard somebody talk. I can pull up with that, Chewbacca that. Banging my chest and my head on the locker. Feeling like Walker Flock of Flame. I put the opposition out the game. I'm out the pocket, but I rock with the game. Animosity was out inside of me, so I'm like a product of power. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. Okay. Who wanna touch? Who wanna rough me up? Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Kicking the door when I come at the cut. Okay.
It's just a little hit for the summer.